Look what just arrived in the mail. The new Tamagotchi Paradise is finally here and I am beyond excited to try these out. I know these were released like mid-July-ish and it's taken me a while to make this video, and that is because I was waiting for these to ship in from Japan. If you've watched my other Tamagotchi videos, you would know that I always get the Asia or Japanese version, with the reason being the packaging is always smaller and more compact, more storage friendly. As someone who collects toys, I prefer smaller packaging, and these just look so nice and boxy and cute. Between this Japanese version and the ones in the taller boxes that are available in Western countries, the only difference is really packaging. It's the exact same product, and even though this is the Japanese version, there is a language setting on this device, so you can set this to English. It's the exact same thing. So yeah, it's taking me a bit longer to wait for these to come into Australia. International mail always takes a while. I am so excited for the Tamagotchi Paradise because I feel like the Tamagotchi Paradise, it is such a different Tamagotchi compared to all the other existing Tamagotchi models. Now that I'm seeing it in person, first impression, it is chonky. Here is a side-by-side comparison. This is the Tamagotchi Uni. I think because the Tamagotchi Uni was designed to be worn as a watch, the design of the shell is a lot more compact and flat so that it is wearable, whereas the Tamagotchi Paradise is just one big chunky device. It feels even chunkier than like the Tamagotchi Meets and the Tamagotchi Mixes. I would compare this to the Tamagotchi Pix if you have one. It's close to the size of that, but it feels even bigger because it's got this little dial on the top here and it just makes it wider. I love a big chunky Tamagotchi shell because then it really feels like a boiled egg and it just feels cuter. So there are currently 3 different colors released for the Tamagotchi Paradise. I have the blue water version as well as the pink land version. There are also secret characters that you can raise on the Tamagotchi Paradises, but in order to obtain the secret characters, you need all 3 colors. So in other words, you need to connect the purple Tamagotchi Paradise with the blue Tamagotchi Paradise and then with the pink Tamagotchi Paradise to unlock these secret characters. Very smart on Bandai's part because now I can't not get the purple one as well. The secret characters look so adorable. I feel like it'll be worth it and I really want to give it a go. I think further down the line I'm going to be getting the purple one as well, but for this video I'll be running these 2 for you guys. But then at the same time I feel like you don't necessarily have to buy all 3 by yourself. If you're playing the Tamagotchi Paradise with friends, you know, you and your friends can get a color each and you guys can connect your Tamagotchi Paradises together and unlock these secret characters. I just think having features like this makes the Tamagotchi so much more fun to play with friends. Like, it gives you an incentive to play these with other people and not just by yourself, and I love that about it. I think the last time I really felt like Bandai was pushing the whole like you should play your Tamagotchi with your friends was when they released the Tamagotchi Meets and the Tamagotchi Meets app. That one really connected the entire Tamagotchi community together because everyone was like uploading their raised characters onto the app and mixing Tamagotchi genes with other players from around the world. I think that was really cool when they did that. And the same goes for the Tamagotchi Uni. There are monthly events for the Tamagotchi Unis, and every time there's an event, it's a collective effort to win the competition, to win items and stuff with players who are also on your team. So really loving how Bandai is pushing these toys to be more interactive between different real life players. I'm very excited to play these with my collector friends as well. I think out of all the 3 colors, the blue one is my favorite one because the dolphin character on it is just so adorable. And speaking of characters, I'm particularly excited for the Tamagotchi Paradise because nearly all the characters on these devices are new. And not only that, Bandai has also brought back the gene mixing feature, which was the most fun thing ever. I was pretty upset when they took that feature away after the Tamagotchi Meets and Tamagotchi Mixes, but they've apparently brought it back. So I'm really excited to play these. Gene mixing is super fun because you never know what your characters will really look like, and that is very exciting. And sometimes you just raise the derpiest or like the funniest looking characters, and every single time Bandai releases new Tamagotchi models, they always keep the OG, you know, Mamechi, Memechi, Kuchipachis. They always keep the OG characters, but with the Tamagotchi Paradise, yes, they've kept those classic characters, but they've kind of tweaked their looks to be a bit different. Like they all just look derpier and a bit cuter with their dotted eyes. I just love them so much. I don't think there's another Tamagotchi model where the characters, or like the classic characters, look like that. And the rest of the characters, most of them are brand new, never seen before characters. I don't think Bandai has ever released so many new Tamagotchi characters all at once before. And this is one of the main things that really sets the Tamagotchi Paradise apart from the other Tamagotchi models. I feel like they've got an abundance of new content on them, but they've also incorporated some of the most loved Tamagotchi features onto the Tamagotchi Paradise, like the gene mixing feature, the language selection. They've kept the physical buttons, which they had removed before with the Tamagotchi Smart, and they've also incorporated a very unique connecting system onto these Tamagotchis, which is a design I believe is inspired by one of their super vintage models, the Tamagotchi Mesuchi and Osuchis. So like the Tamagotchi Paradises are just a massive collaboration of different Tamagotchi models all in one, plus new content, new characters, new shell design. This is why I'm so excited for this. And if you've not played any Tamagotchi models before, I understand if you don't resonate with my excitement. Let's unbox these now so we can see what they're like. Here is a closer look of the Tamagotchi Paradise. As you can see, the border is glittery or like holographic. It is really, really pretty. Same goes for the blue one. I really like this dolphin character. His name is Irukachi. I really hope I get Irukachi, but I'm not going to hope for too much because apparently with the gene mixing feature, there are up to 50,000 combinations or possibilities that players can get through breeding. I'm going to pop screen protectors on these and I'll be back. Here they are, screen protectors on, and I just noticed that they have flat backs, just like the Tamagotchi Plus color from many years ago, early Y2K I believe. The front side is a bit curvy, it's just the back that's flat. Unlike the Tamagotchi Uni, which is kind of flat on the front and the back, this really reminds me of the Tamagotchi Plus colors. The Tamagotchi Plus colors are one of my favorite vintage colored Tamagotchis. They're actually Bandai's first ever colored Tamagotchis. I'm just really loving how the whole design of the Paradise is a combination of many different Tamagotchis. The size feels really nice on my hands. This little dial on the top though is new. There has never been a Tamagotchi with this feature before, and with this dial we'll be able to see our Tamagotchi characters from different point of views. This is a very cool thing that we'll explore a bit more later. It is also a button. As you can see, it's got a very nice click to it. I'm going to put batteries into these now. Unlike the Uni, which is rechargeable with a cable, the Tamagotchi Paradises need AAA batteries. I really love how this plate is irregularly shaped. The Tamagotchis always have this really nice weight to them after you put batteries in. As you can see, the Tamagotchi offers many different language settings, even Chinese, Korean, Japanese, English, French, German, Portuguese, Spanish, Italian. I really love this about the newer Tamagotchi models. I wish they had introduced this earlier. Now we can fully enjoy these toys without, having to look up translated manuals or anything like that. Since this is the blue water version, it's got little corals on the border, and this one has plants all around it, and it's currently 4:13 in the afternoon. I actually very rarely run two Tamagotchis together because I find it to be very hard to keep more than one Tamagotchi alive. I'm actually running 3 at the moment, so I'm low-key stressing, but we'll see how we go. And we have eggs! How cute is that animation? This is new, I've never seen this before. What do I do? Do I just wait? Here we go, it's hatching. They're hatching. Oh my god, it's Tama Planet! Oh, I get to name my planet. Oh no, now I have to think of 2 different names. The buttons are really nice to press. Okay, I'm just gonna name it Coral, so it kind of goes with the ocean theme. Nurture Tamas and make Mori prosperous. And that's my Tamagotchi planet. Let's try out the dial. So by turning it, you zoom into the planet. That is so cool. And that must be my pet. It is still an egg waiting to be hatched. And with this one, it takes me into the ocean. If you turn it more, you can see the egg up close. That is adorable. Oh, it's hatching. Oh, they look the same. Oh no, why are they so flat? So now that they've hatched, we can explore the dial a bit more. If you keep turning it, you'll see this blob, and this blob here represents the cell of your Tamagotchi. In a way, the dial is kind of like a microscope, and by turning it clockwise or anti-clockwise, you can super zoom into your Tamagotchi and see it on a cell level or just see it up close. If you turn it the other way, you'll see the planet that it lives on. So 4 different point of views. We've got the planet, and then we've got the field where you can see the habitats and everything. No, don't cry yet. And if you turn it more, you can see your pet up close. If you turn it even more, you can see the cells inside of it. So cool. Okay, they are really sad at the moment, so let's try feed them. First option here says clean tama, and I think feed is what we need to do right now because they look so sad. What did they eat? So we'll give them some milk. So cute. Okay, usually they need around like 4 to 5 of these to fill up, and you don't really have to watch the entire animation. You can just keep pressing the B button and feed them until they don't want any. Just like that. Wonder if they want more. Oh, they're still hungry. Okay, now they don't want any more. So that's when you know they're full. You can also feed your pet a snack. Ooh, jelly sticks. Let's give them one of these as well. So cute. I love how they always eat the packaging as well. The other option is to play, and then we're back to cleaning. So let's try play right now. I'm just gonna do it on 1. So this first game is the arrow game, and by pressing the A or the B button, you guess which arrow is correct. It is really a game of luck. If you get 3 or more correct, then you'll win. We got 1 out of 5 wrong, so we've won, yay! The second game is called Flags, and in this game your pet's gonna hold up a white or red flag, and depending on which one's up, you need to press the buttons accordingly. So I totally missed that one. Let's try it again. If the Tamagotchi raises the flag completely, that's when you know you need to press the button. It will try to trick you and do these like half lifts. So it's just the A or the B button or both buttons together, depending on which flag is being raised. Very self-explanatory, like all Tamagotchi mini games. And at any point, if you wish to quit the game, just press the C button. The third game is called 3 UFOs. And in this game, 3 UFOs will appear on the top. The UFOs will start shuffling, and I need to select the UFO that has a Tamagotchi character in it. So just keep an eye on the UFO that has a character inside of it. Ah, this one is so fast. Okay, I've already lost track. No. But yeah, here are the 3 games. The last one, it's called Walking. With this game, you have to use the dial, and no! With the help of the dial, you change the direction of the roads, just like that, and you have to try and avoid touching the ghosts. Oh, don't do that, basically. Very cool how they've incorporated the dial into the mini game. This is definitely new. I've never seen this game on any other Tamagotchi models before. Oh no, we must have overworked it. Now my pet is sick, and to heal it, we have to go to the cell level and fight off the germs or the sickness. On the other Tamagotchi models, usually you just give it medicine and it'll get better, but on this one you have to fight the sickness for it. But if you go onto the different perspectives, so to speak, by turning the dial, you'll notice that the menu page looks different. So on the cell page, Tama cell, by pressing the A button, instead of that menu that we just saw, you'll see this overview of how your Tamagotchi is doing. So currently my Tamagotchi is not hungry, but my Tamagotchi is very, very sad. So I probably need to give it more attention, snacks, and so on. And oh, it's done a poo-poo. If you zoom out onto Tama field, where you can see the habitat and everything, and press the A button again, the menu screen will look a bit different. You'll have other options to select from. Here you can clean its poop. That is so cute. Ooh, why are poops being collected? Oh, this one's about to do a new poo as well. No. That's so adorable. Do they collect it as well? Yup. Alright, we'll find out why that is further down the line, I guess. Why are poops being collected? Ooh, whoa. Now there's heaps more. Again, pressing the A button. Let's have a look at these different options. We've just tried cleaning the poop. And then there's also an outside toy option, an egg hunt, as well as fields. When you press fields, it will tell you that you can't access it yet. We'll explore that a bit more later. With outside toy, again, it'll tell you that you can't access that yet. Same goes for egg hunt. And if you turn the dial more and zoom back out onto Tama Planet, the menu screen looks a bit different again. There's a traveling option, a planet level, connection, as well as Tama Stars and Deco Planet. I've seen online that players have shown if unfortunately your Tamagotchi does pass away, it will remain as a star on this screen. And I think that is just so cute and beautiful. You'll be able to see information of your past Tamas through the little stars in space. I don't think we can do much with our Tamas right now because they're too small. I'll keep raising them, and eventually when we unlock all of these other functions, I'm going to walk you through them. With the option Tama level, when you press into it, it will say planet level 0, and the first goal is to raise your Tama to a kid. And the higher level your planet becomes, the more content you unlock. And I think that is just really, really cool that they've also added objectives into the Tamagotchi games. Now we have concrete goals aside from raising the Tamagotchi into adulthood. I'm going to keep running these two for a week or so, and during this time I'll update you guys on all the different functions that we slowly unlock and stuff. But so far, first impression wise, I'm very impressed by the design of these. Apparently Bandai has been developing the Tamagotchi Paradise since 2023, so obviously a lot of thought and a lot of work had been put into making these. I'm very excited to explore these more. I'll be back when they're a bit older. So we are one day into running these Tamagotchi Paradises now, and there are already a few things that I really want to show you guys. I am so glad I managed to capture them transforming last night. It just happened suddenly and I caught them on camera. They've now developed into their toddler stage, and from here we can already do more than we could when we were at the baby stage. This is what my blue one looks like now. He's got a little tail and he's now blue, and this is what my pink one looks like. Oh, it's not very happy. Another thing I've learned is that with the games that I had just shown you earlier in this video, under this play icon here, these 4 games don't actually earn you any Gotchi points. They're just games that you play to increase your pet's happiness. This is different from the other Tamagotchi models where all the games pretty much give you Gotchi points, and with the Gotchi points you can buy items, foods, snacks, accessories, wallpapers and stuff like that. The food items are also different now that they're older, so instead of the baby bottle we're feeding them pellets and big meat. There's also a mealworm option, seafood, whole chicken, and we're back on pellets. This is really different from the other Tamagotchis because on the other Tamagotchis, you kind of feed them real food and dishes. Like on the uni, you literally feed your pet onigiris. There's even like hot pots, sushis, rice paper rolls, just all these different cuisines from around the world. Like I've never seen mealworms as an option before on any of the Tamagotchis. Another thing that I think is worth noting is that all the raceable characters on the Tamagotchi Paradise now don't have any genders. So there are no longer gender restrictions as to which character you can breed. They all fall under the same gender bracket, I guess. I love that about the Tamagotchi Paradise. All the Tamagotchi characters on the Paradise are basically just gender neutral. Now that we are on the kids stage, we can explore the option Egg Hunt. Egg Hunt is another feature exclusive to the Tamagotchi Paradise. Basically, you can hunt or like find different foods. So the way you do it is that first of all, you pick where you want to go egg hunting. So let's try spring. And then from there, you select who you want to go on this egg hunt with. I'm assuming further down the line, we'll have more characters to choose from, apart from these little default characters. So just pick the 3 and then say yes to bringing them along with you on the trip. And then you'll get this really cute animation of your characters going on an egg hunt. Yay, we've found 3 eggs. After that, it will show you what you've found on your trip. And we've got some mealworms, apples, carrots, and I forget what that is, but a bunch of foods basically that you can feed to your Tamagotchi. If you go back onto the feeding menu, you'll be able to find them here. So this is the apple we just found on the egg hunt. The next thing I want to explore is this button here. So apart from this dial being a turnable control, it is actually also a button. And the way you use this button is that you hold down on it, and then you'll see that Tamagotchi Lab has been opened. There are different options here. The first one here is the information. From here you can see your user information. So this is my second day of running my Tamagotchi Paradise. That's the name of my planet. And then it will show you the different Tamagotchis that you've nurtured. We've got 0 for all of them because this is a new Tamagotchi Paradise. And then we've got a mission icon. Under the mission icon, you will see how many missions you've cleared. And from here you can see the rewards that you've collected throughout your gameplay. I guess we can explore this as we go. I currently haven't had any missions completed yet. The next icon is the mini game. So for these games here, you can earn Gotchi points. So there are a couple of games to choose from. There's the feeding baby milk. There's also the delivering vitamins game, matching meals, catching game, cleaning dust game, punching meteorites. 4 games in total, and you do earn Gotchi points from these. Let's quickly explore the 4 games. They are very self-explanatory and super easy to play. And the cool thing about the Paradise is that you can now choose your difficulty levels. This has never been seen on any other Tamagotchi models before. We'll just pick easy for now. Oh my god, the little babies! How cute is that? So in this game, you have to give milk to the crying baby quickly. So depending on which baby is crying, so the orange one's crying, you just have to quickly give them a baby bottle. No, I was too slow on that one. And yay, we got 100 Gotchi points from that. As you can see, the game took less than 20 seconds to play, so I feel like this is a really good way to farm Gotchi points very easily. There are Tamagotchi models where farming Gotchi points can be very tedious. The second game here, we can't play until we're on a higher level. The third game, we can't play either. Catching game, can't play that one. But for the cleaning dust game, we can explore this. So So in this game, you move the little board on the bottom from left to right in order to clean the dust. So you see that little board here? You want to move it so that this character bounces off of it. So just like this, you want the vacuum cleaner to bounce off of the yellow board. It gets faster and faster. And apart from using the buttons, you can also use the dial, which I think is easier for this game specifically. Just like that. Yay! We found the cat. Another game we can explore is this one here. You basically punch the meteorites at the right time to send them flying. I think it is so funny because you control a little boxing glove like that. Oh! And then you have to punch the rocks away so they don't destroy Tama Planet. And it gets faster and faster and more chaotic as you go. I like this game a lot. It is really fun. And that's how you do it. We've saved Tama Planet from being attacked. So now we've accumulated around 700 Gotchi points. Let's see if we can get anything from the shop. Under the shop icon, there is item, meal, sell, and shop code. Let's check out item first. Under item, currently food and snacks are grayed out, so we can't try those yet, as well as outside toy, which is available from level 2. So our planet is currently only on level 1. The last option here is deco items, and this is available from level 6. And I'm guessing this is where you can decorate your Tama Planet. Under the meal option, it says available from level 5. So as you can see, there are just so many objectives to this Tamagotchi here. Numerous things you can unlock as you go. And that makes running it very exciting because you feel like every single day you're unlocking new things to play with. Then we have the sell icon, which again, not available until you're on level 6. The last option here is shop code. So shop code we can try now. We can enter a shop code to download items into the Tamagotchi Paradise. There are many shop codes that are currently already released online, so just Google Tamagotchi Paradise shop code. You should see a whole bunch, and it's just really fun to be able to download extra things and extra content onto your device. I have a code for a food item in front of me at the moment, so let's try that out. There we go. After you enter the code, you just press yes, and yay, we got tacos. Now that we've downloaded that food item, we can go back to item up here, and you'll see that food is no longer grayed out. Just go into that folder and you'll see that tacos are now a purchasable food item. Let's buy one because we have enough Gotchi points for it. We can go back to this feed icon here, and we should be able to find, here it is, and you can feed it to your pet. Oh, so cute. Next thing on this lab menu is this help icon here. Under help, you'll be able to find the babysitting option, which is very important because I'm always so busy and I don't want my Tamagotchi to die. So if you have a busy schedule ahead of you, don't fret. You can always leave your Tamagotchi with the babysitter. With the babysitter, you do need to pay Gotchi points on the Paradise, so make sure you earn some Gotchi points before you do that. And the second option, new Tama, we can't really do this until later in the game. The next icon here is lab log. From here you'll be able to find Tama file where you can see all the Tamagotchi characters that can appear on your device. Every time you've raised a new character, it'll be logged onto the lab files. We don't have any at the moment, and we've only unlocked this first little blob here. I love how they've made it to look really like a lab file. The next one here is microscope, and you can research new Tama cells by inputting lab codes. At the moment, you can obtain lab codes through these Tamagotchi Paradise stickers that are usually given out when you do a pre-order of Tamagotchi Paradise or in Tamagotchi events. These events are currently mainly happening in Asia, as well as different comic cons in the US and stuff like that. nothing announced for Australia yet, so I think the only way for us to get these stickers is either to buy them online or to have a friend or someone from the Tamagotchi community share that code with you. I believe the code can be used numerous times. I'm going to find one online now so we can explore that together. So with just a simple Google search, I've already found a bunch of lab sticker codes that I can try out. Basically, by entering these codes onto this microscope option here, you'll be given hints on how to obtain these characters. And since the character I want to obtain the most is Irukachi, let's put in the code for Irukachi. There we go, so just press yes once you're done entering the code. Yay! And you'll be able to see the character that you're researching. He is so cute! So once that's done, just go back to microscope here and then go to collection. You'll be able to find the character that we just used the code for. Yay! Irukachi! And then using the dial here, you can zoom in and you'll be able to see and analyze what kind of foods or things your cell, or like the cell of the Tamagotchi, will need in order for you to obtain this character. It's almost like a microscope where you can zoom in and out and analyze cells and stuff like that. The Tamagotchi Paradise is just very innovative, and I can really appreciate the thought they've put into designing this toy. And just from scrolling through the list here, there's a whole bunch that we can download onto the device and collect. Just Google it online. There are a bunch of codes out there for you to check out this option with. And the last option here is just your basic settings. So you can turn the sound off or on, change the brightness of your screen, and change the time. For me, it is crazy just how many things there are on this Tamagotchi already. The next thing I want to explore a bit is connecting the two Tamagotchis together. So to do that, you just have to be on this planet screen here. Click the first button and you'll see connection. We couldn't do this yesterday because we were still too young, but just try do a play date to begin with, and it'll say to connect the devices and to press B button. With the other Tamagotchi models, usually you connect by infrared or Bluetooth, or just by having the two Tamagotchis near each other. But for the Tamagotchi Paradise, you actually have to open up this cover here. So just give it a gentle pull and you'll see these little metal contact points here. This is very similar design to the Mezuchi and Ozuchis, which are vintage toys from the 90s. I absolutely love that they have incorporated these onto the Tamagotchi Paradise. Again, it just feels like the Tamagotchi Paradise is a celebration of all the past Tamagotchi models, and I can really appreciate that. So just pull the lid all the way back and just matching the dents on the top, we can connect them like so, like that. Once they're connected, they should be firm like this, like you're not going to drop one if you let go of it. It feels almost like connecting two Lego blocks together, so you should feel a bit of a tug. This transparent clasp here should hang on to this plastic bit here. So again, just give it a gentle push and you should hear that click. Going back onto connection, and now we can press B on either of these devices. The lids just hang at the back like this. Actually looks kind of cute, it's kind of like a claw. Yay! Okay, they're both taken into space for the play date. Oh, they're not very happy with each other. What's going on? Maybe they're just not good enough of friends yet. They don't look very impressed. Loving the animation though. I love when they do space animations. Just give it a gentle pull like that and close the lid again. And there we have it. Good morning, we are officially on day 2 of running our Tamagotchi Paradise. Last night my characters have transformed into the next stage, so my planet is now Level 2. The next goal is to raise my Tama to an adult. The teen characters that I got on this pink one here is this water droplet looking character. It is so cute. It is also raining today on this Tamagotchi, which kind of matches my current weather here in Perth. It is so rainy. As for my blue paradise, we have an octopus character. I am really loving all the new characters on the paradise. They've just simplified their faces so much. It makes them look really adorable. And I'm just looking at the growth chart at the moment, and it seems like I have already ruined my chances of getting Irukachi because I was meant to feed my little youngling seafood in order to get this glide young character, and the thing that determines which adult character you get is how good of care you've given to your Tamagotchi character. So the better care you get, the more likely that I'm gonna get, say for example, Furowachi. Another thing I've noticed is that with the Tama arcade games that you can play to earn Gotchi points, you can play them at any time you want, meaning even if your Tamagotchi character is asleep, you can still play the games. This has never happened before. Usually when your character is asleep, the whole device is pretty much also asleep, like you can't do much with it. But on the Paradise, you can keep playing with it, and I love that about it. This also kind of prevents you from changing the time settings, which sometimes mucks up the growth of your character. We've also unlocked Outside Toy now because our planet is on level 2. So once you've clicked into Outside Toy, go into place and you'll see many different options of outside toys depending on what you have. Currently we only have the box, and the way you use it is you select where on the field you want to place it. So for instance, I want it here. And then there we have it. The box is now in your Tamagotchi's little habitat. Oh my god! And it sits inside the box. You can buy more outside toys through the shop, and as you can see, there are many different options. Some are more expensive than the other. They all look really, really cute. Again, with the shop code, you can always unlock more things that you can purchase through the shop. Also, another thing I've only just realized is that on the Tamagotchi Paradise boxes, there are actually download codes that you can use to download items onto your devices. So this is the box for the blue water version, and then there's a code for what seems to be a Irukachi hat, and on the pink box here we have a code for these cat ears. So let's try download it onto the device right now and see what that's like. So just through the shop icon, we're going to go to shop code and enter this code into your device. There we go. And yay, we've unlocked these headbands. I don't think I can purchase the headband just yet because I need an adult character or for my planet to upgrade to a higher level in order to do so. Yeah, I can't do that yet, but definitely check your boxes or just use this code here to download more items onto your shop. There are a lot of codes that have been shared online already, so just do a quick Google search and you'll be able to download a lot more content onto your devices. I also want to try connecting them again to see if they are more friendly with each other today. Oh, yay! They seem like better friends this time. At least they're not frowning. I think their friendship levels have definitely increased. And after connecting your Tamagotchi Paradise with different Tamagotchis, you can check out planets here. And from here, you can see the planets that you've visited. So because this one visited Mori, there's now a log of this planet. and you can see the friend that you had just visited. Looks like we're on 4-heart basis now, so they must be really good friends. I want to put an outside toy into the fields for my blue Tamagotchi as well, so I'm just gonna pick maybe this straw house here. I'm genuinely amazed by how much I'm learning about the Tamagotchi Paradise every day. It just seems like every day there's a new surprise and I'm learning new things about it. By the way, you can also scroll through your items with the dial here. And just gonna place the straw house maybe here. Yay, and it's there. How adorable are the both of them. I'm excited for tomorrow when my Tamagotchi planet upgrades to level 4, because then we can check out the rest of the arcade games as well as a few things that we haven't unlocked yet. Today is our 4th day into running the Tamagotchi Paradise. My characters turned into adult characters last night, but I had missed the transformation animation, so I didn't get to see that, but oh my goodness, they are so cute. I got this character here. This character's name is Tamagotchi, and it looks like a little flapjack octopus. As for this pink one here, it transformed into this character here. I'm very happy with their transformations. I'm not mad about them at all. Now that we've gotten adult characters, the next goal assigned to me is to breed or to get a new egg to start a new generation. I'm hoping I can breed these two together. Now that we have adult characters, there are new things that we can get from the shop. Under outside toy here, we can now get trampolines, ball pit, boxing ring, and then we've got an exercise wheel, like a hamster wheel, a hurdle, punching bag, a punching machine, and they're all quite expensive, so you definitely have to play more of the games to earn Gotchi points. I have 2,000 Gotchi points on this one, so let's get my pet something new to play with. Maybe I'll go with a ball pit, and after purchasing the ball pit, we can place it on the field like this. Here it is interacting with the ball pit. It is so cute. I just put the hamster wheel on this one and it's kind of struggling trying to keep up with the speed. I'm just downloading a bunch of outside toys with the shop codes that I've found online, and there are some really cute options out there like these Tamagotchi plushies that I had just downloaded. This is also another new code that just got released. It is a gachapon machine. So now that I've downloaded a few things, let's add them to the habitat. And there we have it. We've placed all the new items onto the little habitat. This is the animation for the gachapon machine, and it looks like it's thinking about getting a gachapon. Bandai is continuously releasing new download codes for the Tamagotchi Paradise. Another thing I discovered is that if you zoom all the way into the cell level and you press your A button, on this page here where it shows you the name of the pet, if you press the B button, a secret QR code will pop up, and by scanning this secret code with your phone or your devices, you'll be able to download coins for Tamagotchi Party on Roblox. It's really cool how Bandai is cross-advertising all their Tamagotchi releases through different devices. Again, 4th day into running the Paradise, there's still tons of things we have not unlocked yet, and also I've read that the poop that is collected actually works as fuel for traveling later in the game. Right now, let's connect the two of them and see if we can get them to become really good friends or even get them to breed their next generation. After all, that is the objective, to get to the next level for our Tama planet. Oh my god, are they in love? That was so quick. We've only connected them like 4 times. Wow, and it says, do you want to breed your Tamas? Let's do it. Are you sure? Yes. So you can breed your Tamagotchis either with another Tamagotchi Paradise or by itself. You don't need to have 2 Tamagotchis in order to breed to the next generation. Oh, the animation is so cute. Look at that little dance. There are 2 eggs and they can take 1 home each. Oh, this little jingle is also new. That was so quick. Usually you'd have to connect your Tamagotchis multiple times in order to get them to be friendly enough with each other, let alone getting them to breed. And because we've achieved the goal, we're now on level 4. Yay! That is amazing. And now we wait for the eggs to hatch. I wonder what genes they've inherited from their parents. Oh, I love this little guy here. And here we go. We basically start from the beginning, but because our Tama planet has already reached level 4, we should be able to do a lot more than we could before when we had our first baby character. Oh, and if you go back onto the habitat, you'll notice that the parent is still there. They haven't really left. Same with this one. The baby's in the little box, but the parent is there just watching over the babies. Now that our Tamagotchi planet's on level 4, the new goal is to switch fields. So let's try that together. You can now access fields, which basically switches the habitat in which your pet is living in. So just like that, we had switched field. This is meant to be the pink land version, but by using the field option, we've now switched to a water habitat. I did the same with the blue one, so just using this fields option here, I had switched from a water habitat to a sky habitat, or a sky field, so to speak. And once you have your new field, you have to set it up again. Like all the outside toys that we had set up on our previous habitat won't show up on this new field here. Same goes for this one, because we had just switched to the water habitat. None of the outside toys can be seen anymore. The really cool thing about being able to switch fields is that now I can raise characters from other Paradise fields. For instance, now that I had moved my pet to a sky field, I can raise sky characters. The different fields will give you evolutions specific to that habitat. Being able to switch fields is really good, because if you don't have all 3 different color Tamagotchi Paradises, you can still raise all of these characters except for the secret characters, which requires you to connect the pink Tamagotchi Paradise, the blue Tamagotchi Paradise, and the purple Tamagotchi Paradise with each other. So you can continue to switch fields in the baby and kid stage. I think I'm going to keep the sky habitat for this one, because I really like the sky characters, and I'm also loving the background here with the rainbow and the clouds. We're now on level 5, and to get to level 6, which gives us a lot of new unlocks, we need to raise our current Tamagotchi to an adult. So it'll be another 2 days before we get to level 6, since we only have baby characters right now. Let's talk again in 2 days. Hello, today is the 30th. Both of my Tamagotchis have turned into adults. I got this octopus character again. I'm not mad though. It is very, very cute. And as for this one, I got the character that I wanted the most, which is this gem rock looking character. It kind of reminds me of Daiachi. I really wanted to try raise this one, and I got it. Now that my planet is on level 6, we have unlocked a bunch of new things that we can explore together. First things first, let's try out all the arcade games, because we now have access to all of them. We haven't played this delivering vitamin game yet. As for the difficulty levels, you unlock them as you level up your planet. For instance, my planet is currently on level 6 and I can't access the hard level yet. Let's just go with easy for now. To play this game, you just have to use the A and B button and move this yellow piece of vitamin throughout the organs. The red blood cell is going to give you a massive jump like that, so you want to aim for those little red blood cell panels. Oof, it gets harder and harder the higher you go. See, the panels get more and more narrow, and then we've got these moving ones as well. Just try to get on the red blood cells. That's what you want, and you can keep restarting if you fall, so don't stress too much about falling. And the goal is just you want to reach the end of this whole system. Let's see if I can get to the end so I can show you. Yay, and that's how you do it. The second game is matching meals. This one is a memory game, and my hot tip for this game would be that instead of trying to remember where all the dishes are, keep in mind where this burnt dish is first. If you open up the lid of the burnt dish, the game ends instantly and you lose. So keep in mind where it is, and from there you can just open the lids up to have a peek of what's underneath. It's alright if you get it wrong, you get to keep opening them up to look. I feel like this game is quite difficult compared to the other mini games on the Tamagotchi. It's definitely not my favorite game. I do like the animation afterwards though, because you get the 3 iconic Tamagotchi Paradise characters. The next game is catching. This game is really funny because apparently Tama Planet is covered in poop, and it is our job to help clean up Tama Planet using the A and B button to control. So just wherever you see a poop, go clean it. And you want to get the vacuum cleaner, because once you have the vacuum cleaner, all the poos come towards you automatically. Oh, I did not do very well at all. No, I still have a little bit of poop left. Now that we've earned a bunch of Gotchi points, we can check out the shop again, because at level 6 we have unlocked even more things to buy for our Tamagotchi characters. You'll see that we now have new outside toys. There's a big house, a Ferris wheel, a big cushion, rocking horse, balloons, mirror, a plushie, and all the other things we had downloaded before. And then we've also unlocked deco items. So these are like accessories that you can buy. So this is a unicorn headband, a hat, a stick, a Nunla hat, a guitar, and I believe on my pink one is where we had downloaded the cat ears previously. Ta-da! We've got the Miachi headband. Let's buy these. Go onto this screen here and press the A button, and then go to Deco Planet. Under Deco Planet, you can use different accessory items to decorate your planet. Oh my goodness, this is so adorable. I love that instead of dressing up your Tamagotchi character, we now dress up the planet that it lives on. Let me download the dolphin headband on this one, and then so they can each have their own little headband. Yay! Oh, this is the best hat ever. Look at them! I'm already seeing a lot of pictures of other players' planets online, and people dress them up so nicely and so cute. The last thing I really want to explore is traveling. So to travel, just press a button on the planet field and then go to travel. You'll need the poo tank to be filled up in order to have enough fuel for traveling, and so I think in the next day or so I should have enough poops, so I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so in the end it took me an extra day and a half to have accumulated enough poops in order to fill that poop tank up. That took way longer than I expected, but now on my pink Tamagotchi we have officially accumulated enough poops. Look how many many there are. I still don't have enough on my blue one, so let's try traveling on the pink one here for now. And also I had put new accessories on my little Tama planet. This one has a backpack with Mamechi inside. There's an actual product that looks like this that is purchasable at the moment, like it's an actual backpack you can use, and I love that they had made a digital version of it for you to put on your Tamagotchi Paradise. I think it's so cute. And on my blue one, I have an Irokachi plushie and an Irokachi hat on my planet. Oh my goodness, I have not wanted my Tamagotchi to poo so much ever. I just kept going on to check whether it had pooped for the last day and a half, and my hot tip for you would be to try not to put your Tama under the care of the sitter, because when it's with the sitter it doesn't poop. So try to take care of it yourself for their entire day. That way you can accumulate poops quicker. But anyway, let's try out traveling. Yay! So when your tank fills up, it's gonna have a happy face on it. And now we can choose which planet to travel to. We currently have the option of the Sweet planet and the Relax planet. I also love the fact that they made it so the poops are kind of like renewable energy for traveling. That's a great concept to go with. Okay, I'm just gonna close my eyes now and then stop at a random one. This one! Okay, let's go to Relax. Go to this planet. Yep. That's so cool. We're in a rocket. Oh, we're leaving. And that's the Relax planet. Oh, it's Pachi Forest. This is where Kuchipachi lives and his family. Oh, wow. We very rarely see this character. That's a nice little jingle. Ooh, we get a gift. Is that it? Do I go home already? No! It took me like a whole week to accumulate all the poops. And off we go, back to our own planet. Oh, I'm curious to see what we got in that gift box. What is it? Oh, we have a turban. Can we put that on our planet? We can! Yay! So adorable. So from what I've read online, each planet that you travel to will give you a souvenir, and there are 2 souvenirs to collect from each planet. So from the Relax planet just now, we had gotten the turban. The Relax planet should also offer an onsen set. Eventually, when you've collected both items from the same planet, the residents from that planet will reside on your Tamagotchi planet. I think that is really cool because then you get to see other characters in your field as well and interact with these NPCs. There are 7 planets in total to travel to. We had just seen the Sweet planet and the Relax planet, but there's also a Foodie planet, an Art planet, a Ninja planet, Eco planet, and Music planet. And each of these planets will give you different NPCs and different items. So 14 items to collect in total. The fact that it took me over a week to accumulate enough poops to travel to one planet, if I was to collect all 14 items, I think it's gonna take me a couple of months. And before I end this video, the last thing I want to show you is how you can breed your Tamagotchi without the use of another Tamagotchi. So the last time we did the breeding, we did it through connecting these 2 together, but there's also a way to breed them without having to have 2 Tamagotchis. And to do that, press this button here to access Tamagotchi Lab and then go to Help. I don't know why it's under Help. Go to New Tama, which is under Help, and then you can choose to breed. It'll give you options of different characters you can breed your character with. If you're not happy with it, you can just exit and press breed again and you'll get different options. Since gene mixing is a thing on the Tamagotchi Paradise, I think it kind of matters which one you pick because the genes will affect what your next generation will look like. So if you're not happy with these, just go back, you know. And there are many options to choose from. Oh, there's Irukachi, my favorite little dolphin. I also love this frog character though, but I just love Irukachi so much. Let's go with Irukachi. Just select yes, and the breeding will happen. Oh no! Is Irukachi not interested? Why are they so sad? What's happening? Oh, I guess that didn't work. Well, let's try it again. Maybe with this character this time. This is a character from Tamagotchi Umino, which is a vintage Tamagotchi. Oh, they like each other. What the heck, Irukachi? Well, I guess this pair worked out. I'm not mad. I like this character. And the fact that they brought this character back from a vintage Tamagotchi, I really appreciate that. So once they have shown love to each other, you can choose to breed or not. So yes, there's still a chance for you to back out if you regret it. I'm just going to go ahead with this one though. I'm low-key a bit mad at Irukachi. What on earth? So cute. Yay. And on this Tamagotchi here, we're gonna do something similar. We've had this adult character for a few days now, so adorable. But it's time to move on. Instead of doing breed this time like we did with the pink one, I'm going to try out new egg. The difference between new egg and breed is that new egg is a completely new feature introduced to the Tamagotchi Paradise. You'll get a new egg without breeding your current Tamagotchi. So instead of breeding my current little crystal character with another Tamagotchi character, I get a completely new egg. By doing so, I release my Tamagotchi character into the field so it's free to roam around. It will still stay in my field to interact with my outside toys, but I will no longer be able to race it or care for it. It will just hang around. I think this feature is really cool because by doing so, if you've raced a character that you really like and you still would like to have it hanging around your habitat, you can with this added feature. Let's give this a go. Selecting new egg right now, it will say that the Tama you raised will be released into the field. So yes, let's release it. And now we get sent a new egg. Yay! My pink Tamagotchi had just hatched into this blue little blob. So adorable. It's hatching now. I might change the field of this pink one here, just so maybe we can raise like a sky character. But yeah, we've covered nearly all the different features of the Tamagotchi Paradise. There are still a couple of things we haven't gone over, but I think just from this video, you would have gotten an idea of what this toy is like and what the main new features are. I hope this video was helpful to you. There was definitely so much to learn for me running this brand new Tamagotchi. Its gameplay is definitely one of a kind, super content rich. I would say though, if you're the type of person who is looking for a Tamagotchi that that is extremely easy to run, like the Tamagotchi Nanos or the Tamagotchi Mixes and Meets, where you kind of don't do much with it and you just feed it when you're free and play with it. This Tamagotchi might feel a bit overwhelming for you because there are just so much to go through. With the care menus alone, there's like multiple that you can access. But from what I've learned is that once you understand what each menu is and what each menu does, it does get easier. Also, the Tamagotchi Paradise doesn't die very easily, for the reason being it doesn't wake up very early, it sleeps quite early as well. You can also leave it under the care of the babysitter, so the window in which you have to care for it can be manipulated. So if you've just gotten your Tamagotchi Paradise and you're feeling overwhelmed, that feeling does go away, and it gets really, really fun once you understand what all the buttons do. I am so happy that Tamagotchis are getting popular again. We are seeing world tour events, pop-ups, and so much Tamagotchi merch being released, which is a very good sign that the franchise is not dying. I'm going to keep running these for the next month or so, and hopefully I get you to catchy as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've definitely enjoyed filming it, and we'll catch up again very soon. Bye!